We're about to do a Amazon costume review of Hestia from Danmachi. It's 3 a.m. but I figured that we would open this now anyways because I look just as dead now as I would otherwise in the morning. Someone kindly approached me on Instagram and asked me if I would take cosplay requests. Usually I would advise you to stay away from that because they can get weird sometimes. But I think he caught me in a good mood, so I was curious to see what he wanted. And so he requested that I cosplay Hestia from Danmachi. Now normally I don't cosplay characters that I 1 don't know, 2 don't have any special attachments to, and 3 find designs not particularly appealing. But again, I was curious. And so I talked a bit and he just really wanted somebody to cosplay Hestia for him. I didn't know who it was, so I did a bit of research and this is Hestia. Big titty lolly waifu. And I'm like, sir, have you seen me? Have you seen my cosplays? Do I look like big titty lolly waifu? I wanted to make sure that he understood the situation that I was understanding. Anyways, long story short, he offered to buy it for me. And guys, you need to understand, Hestia is like a white piece of fabric with like a ribbon. So technically she shouldn't cost a lot, right? But Amazon, why? A few friends actually suggested that I borrow or buy a breastplate, but I'm not down for that yet. So unfortunately, you're gonna get tiny titty, palm tree, stick figure, waifu. Anyways, let's see what's in it. As I'm editing this vlog, I literally just found out that they actually nicknamed her Lolly Big Boobs. But enough about her physique, she's also described as kind and energetic. So first, we have her wig. Then it comes with a hairnet. These go into her hair. And finally, her cosplay here. I don't know how it's gonna look and how the quality is like, but most likely gonna be pretty cheap. Oh look, booby pads. I'm not gonna take this out of the bag yet because my fingers are really dirty from touching this. So we're gonna leave that for tomorrow morning. When I do a tiny fitting before I do the pictures, I will officially wear her to take pictures again at a later time and complete this vlog at a later time, aka after my finals. I will see you at a later time with a different do and different PJs and different earrings probably. Wish me luck on my finals. I guess I was serious about cutting my hair. So I opened the cosplay and I did try it on in secret. I wanted to show you guys what the cosplay looks like on me, but it does not fit me at all. It's a lot better quality than I thought that it would be. I'll give it that, but I don't have pointy boobs. And this will barely cover the half of the boob that I have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to remake the top portion of this. I guess if you had boobs, this wouldn't be that disturbing. But since I don't have boobs, it wouldn't look like this on me. I am not worried about the length though, because apparently it's even longer than my other skirt, so hey, we're just gonna grab this white fabric and somehow remake that top. It's pretty similar in material and color. It's just doubled at the boob part, so when I remake it, I might just double it the whole way through around. And honestly, I have no idea how to fix this. I'll have to find a way to conceal a pad in there somewhere. Wish me luck!
One thing that they did get right though is the wig. It's pretty good quality and I would rank it amongst the better wigs that I own. It has good density and I love wigs that are constructed with these wefts sewn in together rather than sewn to a net. I find these make the wigs much more breathable. And this is where I noticed that Headley also has the same hairdo as me. The ponytails that came with it are also the correct size and length, so I have no complaints. So we hop directly into undoing all the seams to separate all the needed pieces. Once we have obtained the pieces, we're going to be able to trace it out onto a piece of paper to get a flat pattern to modify. Then we'll be able to trace it back onto that fabric from earlier and reassemble it all. All this while praying that it all comes back into a wearable dress.
Deconstructed down to the pieces that I need. I have the back neck there, the under neck, I guess. Here we have the boobie part. This was the lining for it, but if I'm gonna remake it, I might just double the whole thing. Here's the part that we have to make a bit longer. I think I'm gonna extend it by like an inch the whole way through and somehow make this thing work with my chest.
So a bit more about Hestia. She's from an anime called Danmachi, which is short for Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? It's an adventure, comedy, fantasy, romance, harem type anime with about 3 seasons. It came out in 2019, so it's relatively new, and I've heard mixed reviews about it. People either love it or they dropped it pretty early on. About this cosplay, I had a feeling that I would have to tailor it, but I didn't know to what extent. It isn't that long of a process, but I definitely did procrastinate a bunch because I was too afraid to mess up.
What is sunlight? I just have a tiny break from work, so I thought that I'd show you guys everything in the light. So here we have the new pieces. They are looking like they cover a tiny bit more. I just laid down real fast the back collar piece, and there's also one more piece.
We're gonna start by reattaching the collar and then take care of the rest of the top after. The cups here are much better than the original. They are nice and round instead of being that pokey pointy, but I still have to find a way to conceal some padding in there somewhere.
Because God knows we need all the help that we can get.
I just wanted to see it on the mannequin before I pinned it all together to make sure that it looks decent, and to measure how high I wanted to sew it back. On the left side you can see that it's top stitched, so there's the right side left to do. In the end, I just decided to replicate the construction of the original piece instead of trying extra hard to improve it. I mean, if it fits me, that's already an improvement in itself.
It is not horrible. I think my bangs are worse than this, man, to be honest. Since the top is done, I guess all that's left is to work on the wig, make it a bit fluffier, make the pigtails a bit thinner at the end, and curl it up and put it on. I'm probably gonna do that tonight as my friends stream a Shaman King. So I'm just gonna set up for that, and hopefully this weekend maybe I can hand in the pictures and finish up with this vlog.
We are crimping the wig first for texture and volume. Then we're teasing that to double the texture and the volume. Then we brush it out. It's almost as if cosplayers love to torture themselves. Oh, and did I mention the part where you have to repeat that until you get enough volume? That's why wig commissions cost a lot, my friends.
So after a bit of brushing out, this is what you get. You can see that one is clearly super fluffy and the other one is a bit flat, but this is too fluffy, so I kind of need to tame it a little bit, and I'll be done with that. So we got both sides to be super fluffy. We can now tame it down.
We are straightening up a few strands to clean up the wig. We're just using a regular ceramic flat iron. I received this from my sister when I was about 16 years old. Everybody was obsessed with having straight hair back then. Thank God it still works. It's cosplay day. I spared you guys from the whole makeup part because that was basically the whole last vlog. Don't forget to check it out if you haven't.
I gotta figure out these hair pieces and then we should be good to go. What are these even? How do you... what?
I have no idea how to deal with these hair pieces.
I think so. Or am I supposed to attach this to this? No? Yeah? No? I don't know. Yeah. Just so that they show a bit more, otherwise they will be useless. Maybe I'll just steal a strand of hair and pinch it to it. Nobody's gonna know. What are these even? Ow, my hair, my actual hair. I got my gloves and we should be good to go. These gloves are horrible, but we'll just have to make it work. Yeah, I'm about to go shoot this thing and I can't use my camera to shoot and to record, so I'm just gonna post some pictures. I know her eyes are supposed to be blue and not green, but I didn't have any blue contacts, or I didn't want to open my blue contacts, so I'm just gonna edit them on the pictures that I'm gonna post.
Y'all didn't think I was gonna end this video without showing you how I fake these boobies that never really showed, did you? Well, it involved a lot of body tape, a lot of padding, and a lot more padding. It was extra difficult because it was a backless dress. Otherwise, usually I'd just wear one giant push-up bra. Usually, a good dose of contouring does the job though.
Well, I hope y'all enjoy that because it was a very sticky and sweaty thing to do. To review. All in all, I would give this cosplay maybe like a 7.6 on 10. Initially, it wasn't covering this. It was like until here, and well, my itty bitty titties and I were not comfortable in it. I don't think this will be a regular series, so until somebody else decides to sponsor another cosplay, this was my first Amazon cosplay review video, and see you next time, maybe!